Hey everybody, welcome, bienvenidos, bienvenue, willkommen, welcome to the Ultimate World Music Reaction Channel, all about music and psychology, growth and education. I'm happy that you're here. Let's dive straight in. I got lots of new things for you. It has been way too long since I have reacted or listened to anything from the beautiful Angelina Jordan. Our beautiful angel from Norway has timeless, amazing vocals, a sweetheart who does covers and originals, and she's been putting out more of her own music lately, which is exciting. And I'm going to check out Love Don't Let Me Go, her visualizer. Here we go. Make sure to subscribe. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, starting over. Perfect. Already coming in, like I said, with a black and white vibe, that classic vibe, wearing those thick-heeled boot stilettos shoes, the total pinup vibe, total classics. And it's so fitting because many of us love her voice and love her timeless texture, the texture and the timbre of her voice. It's so unique. It's unique. Yeah, it's really, really beautiful. But it's awesome to see that she's actually tapping into that. She's got the big hair, the poofed up hair, that hairspray vibe. She's got that the little mini dress, mini skirt, and those boots, totally taking it back to that era. So let's start over. Porsche.
Mistakes and regrets ain't all that I have left, 'cause your touch and your sense still on my skin. Maybe I'm a fool to erase the trace of you, 'cause no, you know me, at least that's how I feel. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke. Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If you had a heart, I could make.
Pause here real quick. You know I don't like pausing too much. So we know, as I already mentioned, that I was about to say Amy Winehouse. I'm sorry. Angelina Jordan has a very distinct voice. The vibrato in her voice, the texture, the richness, the way she vocalizes various notes, her great range, the fullness of those lower notes, the strength of the higher notes she hits. Very unique texture. But for many people, it has reminded us of legends like Amy Winehouse and Billie Holiday and various that have come before her who also tapped into that. We know of Amy Winehouse, who had a similar style when it comes to the black eyeliners and the big poofy long hair, tapping into the 1950s, adding her own little crunch and retro vibe to it. Amy Winehouse herself was inspired by people like Erykah Badu, Billie Holiday, Sam Cooke, Mary J. Blige. And here with Angelina Jordan, because her voice has a similar texture to someone like Amy Winehouse, who also enjoys singing songs by Billie Holiday and has that old school soul, if you will, that timeless vibe. It's fitting that she's tapping into that. Not because she has to. She should be free to, do any type of genre and style she wants. But it just fits the texture of her voice so well. So it's awesome to see her leaning into that. As I mentioned, that thick heel, stiletto, the little dress, the hair, right? The eyeliner, those little details the black and white video footage here, it really takes us back to the 1950s, but there's still pop elements. There's still elements even in the hook. La 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 la. There's still elements that make me feel like there's this touch of modern pop where she's blending the classic timeless sound we love, but it's still a very catchy hook that makes it relatable and relevant, if you catch what I'm saying. And even in the chorus here and in the transition from verse to chorus, it makes me think of Amy Winehouse's song, like, and we'll go back to black, like that. Yeah, very similar notes, very similar chord progression. You know what I'm saying? Like la 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 la. It builds from these lower notes and a catchy chord progression that pulls you in to a hook that is timeless. A hook that you get stuck on. La la da la da. And she's found a way to integrate that type of sound. And psychologically, that's just brilliant because it not only makes her distinct, it not only gives us this ode, this nod to those timeless legends that have come before that we love, but it's still her making it her own, pulling us in, but making it relatable. And I think that's very well done when it comes to singing and songwriting, right? Where you have something that is yours, you are performing, you are showcasing your art, sharing your gift with the world, but you're doing it in a way where others can also ride in their cars and play this, just as she is right now. She's singing along to her own song in this awesome classic car, riding along with maybe her mother or a family member, right? Looked like a lady that she kissed on the cheek, that she greeted and is taking somewhere. I love it. Let's keep listening.
I could make it be for me if you had a soul. I know where my home would be. It's not about feeling lonely, but man, I just can't forget. And though you're not here beside me, I still see your silhouette. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke.
Yo.
Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go. I'm on the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go.
Very well done. Very, very well done. Beautiful. I wonder who that lady in the car is. Comment below. I'm sure many of you know. Could be her mother, grandmother, someone dear to her that she's taking for a ride somewhere, sharing this music with, maybe showing her song to, A beautiful visualizer, very classy, very tasteful. I really appreciate that, especially in the music industry. Mistakes and regrets ain't all that I have left, right? There's a level of innocence still, I feel like, youthfulness, right? When you've not been so burnt or burnt out that there's nothing left, right? It's not this place of complete depression of I've got nothing left. It's not all that I have left, right? There's still more beyond those mistakes. But mistakes and regrets are part of it, because your touch and your scent's still on my skin. Maybe I'm a fool to erase the trace of you. There's no you, no me. At least that's how I feel. So this attempt at trying to let something go, but the residue sounds weird. It does not nearly sound as poetic or romantic, but the leftovers doesn't sound right either. These remaining elements of what we associate with the loved one, right? And that can be seen, of course, when it comes to various relationships, family members, people we love that have left a trace and a legacy or memory in our heart. As we know, she's done a song that was more regarding her grandfather, I believe, and someone she lost. But here, I'm mostly getting more of the romantic vibe, right? The scent, the touch. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke. And the hook, again, the chords and the notes that were used here were so catchy, so catchy. From the verse to the pre-chorus to the chorus, every element of this song, I feel like had me wanting to sing along, right? There are songs that you wait for the big hook, you wait for that moment of, ooh, this is it, right? There's music genres where a big focus is on the drop, as we find with EDM. The rest is cool, but you wait for that big moment. Here, every aspect had something that had me wanting to sing along, that had me interested. And what was awesome is, though the music video is very pretty, I would love listening to this just as I'm driving down the road, right? I would love jamming out to this, learning to sing it, right? Singing it at concerts and events. It's beyond just, to me, was less of a focus on the music video, though the visualizer was great, but really more on the musical composition and her voice. And I think that was how it used to be much more also, right? You loved the music videos and you loved going to these people's concerts, these artists, but it was the music. It was the music that we came to listen to and enjoy and savor and sing along to. And then talking about trying to pull something closer, trying to catch smoke, right? It's an attempt that is in vain because you can't catch smoke. Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. And that too is interesting because when you say something like, I wish you had a face, it becomes more mysterious now, just like trying to catch smoke. It's not a specific person that she remembers that she's trying to catch. It's love, I really wish you had a face. Is this a song towards love? Is it personifying the idea of love? I wish you had a face. I wish there was a person that I felt these feelings for specifically. Or is it daydreaming of finding that love one day, right? Angelina Jordan is still very young. And I remember those times where I would dream about, who will be my husband one day. And you're trying to figure out what you're going to be like when you're older. So is this youthful looking into the future? Is it a personification of love? I'm on the floor, I'm begging. And then, oh, love, don't let me go. Like that. That was cool too because it sounded like the plea. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. People say the eye is the window to the soul. That's that intimate spot where you connect with someone. There wouldn't be no place for you to hide. Perhaps an expression of saying, if I could look you in the eye, if I could know you, if you had a face, which matches to the concept of face, eyes, right? You can't hide anywhere because I've seen you, you've seen me. And that's the level of intimacy where you can't really escape from when you really know someone. And it's a type of love that is deeper than just the, you swipe. You know what I mean? The swulture, as I like to call it. It's beyond this swipe culture where we just live for a fleeting moment and instead we try to connect on a deeper level and we can't hide anymore because we've been seen and we have fully seen another human being. If you had a heart, I could make it beat for me. If you had a soul, I knew where my home would be. Oh, that's beautiful. It's not about feeling lonely. A man I just can't forget. Interesting. So see, again, talking about where to me, this implies I want more of the substance. Her writing this, saying this is to me implying I'm not just talking about a quick fix. I'm not just talking about feeling lonely. A man I can't forget, right? This level of infatuation and so romantic. But a soul that you can call home. That's a different type of love. And I think many people long for that. But of course, it takes work to achieve that, right? We are told we can have it all and have it now, especially in the Western world, the microwave society. And I think that we forget at times, perhaps even more so the younger generation, that anything of substance will take time, right? Anything of true value will cost. And I've said this in other videos, but in the social media world we live in, where it's all about TikToks and Reels and views are the new currency, it's easy to avoid the refining. It's easy to avoid the uncomfortable that comes with really knowing and loving someone and forgiving and being merciful and long-suffering and dealing with them and the ups and downs. I'm trying to pull you closer to me. That was back to the pre-chorus and then back to the chorus. Love, I really wish you had a face. I wish I could look you in the eye. Love, don't let me go. I'm on the floor. Love, don't let me go. And that expression, again, since this doesn't seem to be about a specific person, but more wishing for that person to enter her life one day, maybe personifying love. The idea of saying, don't let me go, as she's riding along, right? We ride along. We're on this journey in life. Pleading, don't let me go, to me, is also a hopeful way of expressing, since it's not just regrets that she has left, as mentioned in the beginning. To me, it implies this idea of, I'm not giving up on this yet. Don't let me go. Like, don't let me go. Don't release me. Don't give up on me. I have not given up on you yet. I have more than just regrets left. I long for this. Don't let me go. Don't give up on me, right? Be there somewhere, like a wishful expression of this surely this is still out there somewhere. And I think that in itself is relatable. But like I said, the various note combinations and the composition was very cool, where it had me interested from first verse all the way to the end. Beautiful. I really love it. Angelina is such a beautiful young lady. Such a sweetheart, right? We saw that in some of in her interviews and in how she cares for others in need. And as in look up the reason why she performs barefoot in her concerts. But just a beautiful lady. And I loved this song. This was very catchy. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo! Ayo!